Life Class by Pastor Cesar Castellanos. Day 14. Contemplating the Cross. I always thought love was shaped like a heart, but it's actually shaped like a cross. If we were able to go back to biblical times and ask the Jews what concept they had of the cross, they would undoubtedly say something like, "The cross is a curse. It is where the most abominable criminals die." Crucifixion was the cruelest and most shameful way to torture and execute a criminal. A person could spend days on a cross, dying a slow and painful death. Criminals were executed publicly and a sign was hung above their heads, stating the crime they had committed, so that others would be afraid and never dare to repeat the felony. Such punishment was so terrible that the historian Cesar proposed the very word cross should be far removed not only from the person of a Roman citizen, but from his thoughts, his eyes, and his ears. How astonishing that Christians have a completely different response. We recognize the cross as the greatest demonstration of true love, a place of victory, freedom, and refuge, and the source of all God's blessings. Jesus died after just 6 hours on the cross. Mark chapter 15, verses 25, 34 to 37. Pilate was surprised that Jesus died so quickly. Mark chapter 15, verse 44, because he knew that crucifixions normally lasted much longer. The cross was clearly an abomination to the entire world, yet God made it a place of provision. It was there that God removed every curse so that He could give us His blessings. All the evil that was within us fell upon Jesus, and all the good in Him became ours through our faith in Him. Only Jesus has the power to radically change all things. Only He could turn a symbol of misery and defeat into the greatest victory known to men. How great and wonderful is our God. Live the lesson. What does the Bible say about our salvation? Read each of the questions carefully and use the Bible verses to find the correct answers. Answer in your own words as far as possible. Number 1. Can we save ourselves by our own good deeds? Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 to 9. Titus chapter 3, verse 5. Number 2. What is the means God uses to cleanse our hearts from all sin? 1 John chapter 1, verse 7. Number 3. If we desire to be saved, what 2 things must we do? Romans chapter 10, verses 9 to 10. With our hearts, with our mouths. Number 4. If we have received Jesus, the Son of God, what do we have? 1 John chapter 5, verses 12 to 13. Number 5. If we deny Jesus before men, what will He do? Matthew chapter 10, verse 33. Remember the lesson. All the evil that was within us fell upon Jesus, so that all the good in Him could become ours at the cross through our faith in Him. Study the Word. Read Psalm 26, Proverbs 14, John 16, John 17. This audiobook is narrated by Paul and Lou for the purpose of helping Life Class students. No copyright infringement intended. All credit belongs to Pastor Cesar Castellanos and his team of translators, and all glory belongs to our Lord Jesus Christ.